I mean, it's a little bit contentious to say that the TPLF have withdrawn. The National Defense Forces, led by the Prime Minister over the past several weeks, have made a lot of victorious achievements in terms of pushing them back.
Anne Fitz-Gerald in Toronto. She's the director of the Balsillie School of International Affairs. Good to have you on this program. What do you make of this move by Ethiopia's army? What is their strategy here, or are they seeing this retreat as a victory for them?
I don't think that these latest moves will be described as a victory because Tigray is part of Ethiopia. So liberating Amhara and Afar is only part of the job done. I think that it's a well-accepted fact that masses of people have been recruited by TPLF fighters to help bolster the insurrectionist forces, and that's bringing hardships to many Tigrayan communities, as well as prioritizing humanitarian aid deliveries to those that the TPLF has dependent on for the insurgency effort. I think the other thing is that the government is well aware that there are certain pillars that are required to prop up an insurgency effort, and many of those have diminished. There have been many fallen, there have been many surrendered Tigrayan fighters, there have been many fallen leaders, and there has been a lot of artillery and weapons that have been taken out by airstrikes. So the one arrow in the quiver that's left is information. And information is used considerably in insurgency campaigns. And so if ENDF troops cross over into Tigray, they will be making themselves vulnerable to disinformation campaigns.
Well, and just a few days ago, the TPLF retreated to Tigray from Afar and Amhara. Do you think we're on the road now to seeing an end to this conflict between these two sides within the country?
Well, we all dearly hope so. And I think when we talk about retreat, we've got to put that into context. Many Tigrayan fighters and fighters on both sides have fallen in the battle space. Many, and a very significant number, have surrendered themselves, as per local reports, to the ENDF and the federal forces. And so the residual fighters have been rerouted and have made decisions to cross back into Tigray. So I think, this is a key question. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see if the TPLF is really serious about peace and stability and disarmament and a fair and equal distribution of humanitarian aid and a complete cessation of hostilities.
Well, the humanitarian aid is so needed because as many as there have been forces from Ethiopia and Tigray that have fallen, it's the people in the northern parts of the country that are in desperate need of help. Now with a cessation in fighting, do you think that international organizations and aid workers are going to be able to reach those in need?
Well, conflict has certainly been a big blocker to safe and fluid humanitarian aid passages. So a cessation of hostilities will arguably open up routes to get humanitarian aid to much needed communities. But the other issue that has been blocking humanitarian aid is the prioritization of an insurgency in Tigray, favoring sustenance to those fighters rather than to communities. And so a cessation of hostilities would bring about a clear, equal, fair, and able distribution of humanitarian aid.
And Fitz-Gerald, great to get your analysis. Thank you so much. Live to us there from Toronto.